tenderly the Gulf Coast Baller, the Panda Pro from Pensacola, Florida, and we are back with another episode of the Smoke Screen, and y'all know the crew. We got Tip the bartender, because you can never forget to tip the bartender. Somebody ran off with the jar last week. We got it on camera. We got Carl, and we got Rose, and we got B. What is going on?
What's up? What's happening?
You already know. It's just another day, ready to get into it. And we got the strain of the week brought to us and you all by Boo K, Black on Hemp Rolling Papers. Who got the strain of the week for? Let us know what we smoking on.
That is me. We are gonna puff on a little bit of ground flower. It's called Crush from this is actually from Truly. No sponsorship and nothing like that. It's just what it is, This run about 19% right now, and it definitely hits. It's a hybrid. I really like it. I'm very slowly using this one because I didn't see this no more on their website. So Crush is what we smoking on today.
I know that's good. I got some grape crush in here, so I know they probably some cousins.
I'm sure.
And what we drinking on at the bar? I don't know. I almost finished my drink.
I got something good, and it's strong. So,
how many ingredients in that?
In this cup right here, I have passion fruit vodka. I have Bacardi, pineapple rum. I have Taylor Port, baby, because I can always get down with little Taylor. That's all the liquors, but I have pineapple juice and grenadine on top of that to give it a little and it's good. Yeah, a little razzle dazzle, a little sprinkle.
Yeah, I had some yesterday, and it hit real hard.
Yeah. The bowling alley didn't know what to do with us.
Oh wow, y'all was at the bowling alley all the way.
Having
red that shit.
And the slaying balls.
That's it.
Playing games and shit. We was going at it.
Left and right. All over the place. One-handed. Left and right.
That's what she said.
It's too early. Let's get into it. 3,000 years of longing.
Yes.
Whose pick was this?
This was my pick. Number one, Idris Elba. So that was enough to get me there. And I was like, so we need to see this movie. But this movie is a tale of essentially unrequited love. It's several stories into one. It's fantasy, it's romance, it's some action. It is a really good movie. It was about, I think about an hour and 45 minutes. It's only in theaters now. But that's why I chose it. I really wanted something adventurous and kind of not too heavy. It's PG-13, I believe. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it? Nah, not 13. It can't be PG-13.
Let me lie.
I ain't gonna let you tell me that.
It's rated R.
Definitely are.
Okay.
It's rated
There's
R.
a couple of scenes that I recall that are definitely
RC.
Definitely
not PG-13.
I mean, they was just fleshing, but they wasn't really. But anyway, okay.
Okay, well, speaking of flesh in movies, what did we like about this movie?
I enjoyed the flesh.
I did too.
Yeah. Idris was Idris in it. He was doing his thing. He was bringing the hot chocolate to the scene. I don't know what else.
Yes, God.
Yes, he was.
It was good.
And he had gold fingertips and these pretty eyes, and he just looked very Jen-esque.
And he was huge. Like his stature, his size, even from his regular size, he was still
A big
massive,
man.
so I could only imagine.
And he was, I mean, for me, he was talking sexy too. Like the accent he was using, and the deep voice he was talking in. Good.
Yeah, that's God good.
Yeah.
It's like the third movie.
He is.
Y'all done turned into soft porn.
I didn't even know.
I mean,
I didn't even know.
Idris will
We
do
didn't
that.
do it.
Yeah,
It was
it's not our
Idris.
fault.
Yeah.
We just watched it. We didn't do it.
It
Exactly.
came out that way.
It wasn't our fault.
Right. We was just there.
That's all. I just showed
Enjoying it.
Baby.
Okay, so besides sexy talking, bigger than normal flesh Idris, is there anything else we like to buy?
I liked Sugar Lump. All the big ladies and all their bigness and all their nudeness was everything to me.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Glorious. Yes.
I really
the better.
I'm gonna say I was caught off guard by all the flesh.
Yeah.
But I was very pleased. You know what I mean?
You
like,
adapted. You adapted
I
to
was
it.
happy. I really
Real
was.
quick.
I was like, okay, go ahead, do y'all thing. Shit.
That's it.
So yeah, I like that part too.
That, to me, same thing. At first I was taken aback. And then I was like, yes, damn it. Why not? All these little bitty skinny minutes be running around here naked in movies. Why not represent for, the big girls and the big girls at heart and all of that stuff? I was for it. Like, once I got over my initial shock, I was for it. I was like, yes, do your thing and strut around, butt ass, naked. If you want.
So why not?
Do it. All of you.
Yes.
All of you. Everybody want to? Do it. I'm for it.
Yeah.
For it.
I just don't understand why it's not more because, okay, so listen, the big girls, you ain't got to, you can see everything, but you ain't seeing everything. We got a natural protector, the fupa. It's covering
Natural cover.
the natural cover.
Baby. Yeah.
That little fupa.
Okay. So I'm just gonna stand here and you can record me. And you ain't got to cut nothing out. You ain't got to cover nothing up. Because it's to kill.
Taken care of.
It's to kill. That's all.
Yeah.
That's right.
That sounds very professional. So is it anything we didn't like about the movie?
Okay. I'm gonna let Tiffany go first.
So I didn't understand why there was a part in the movie where I guess they decided they was gonna get married, right? And it was Sheba. She was getting ready to get married in the movie. I didn't know why that meant you had to now wax because you was finna get married. That's the only time they got wax was when they was gonna get married. And I thought to myself, that's the only time you don't want that stuff on you like that? That's the only time. Okay, well, whatever.
Waxing is overrated.
She had to be
definitely
talk into that. It was a groom that actually convinced her to wax her legs because they didn't wax their legs. The Jen and the cousins of Jen, they were proud of their hair, and it was for this man that she waxed her hair off.
We do a lot of things for men that we don't really want to do.
True. Or need to. Because they don't care.
They don't care.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Nah, bring the fur burger. I'm just speaking for myself personally. I'm simple people, simple creatures, not hard to please at all.
Very true.
Is it anything beside? I'm scared to ask this. Anything that anything that stood out? I was going to say polka dot. Anything that stood out?
Yes. Let me just say the part where the brother in the second to the last, was it the second to the last love story? Either way,
Abraham,
you know that's That's where I'm going. Okay, so Abraham, the brother who was kind of not really supposed to be leader. He wasn't even nowhere near close to being needing to be anybody's leader. And he was just fucking off in the room with his ladies, with his little harem, just living his life. And then the brother came and visited him to just make sure you ain't trying to come after my shit. You ain't trying to come after my thing. And he kissed his hand, and on his hand covered was all kinds of glossy, shiny, gooey glisteningness.
Juices and berries.
I ain't know what them juices was and stuff. And he just kissed it. Like
his mama kissed it. His mama.
Somebody kissed it. Kissed it. Somebody. I couldn't remember. All I had was
his mama.
All I had was kissing Abraham's hand, and that's it. And I was
his mama.
That is a mother's love because.
No,
it's not.
That's nasty.
I wouldn't have kissed that because it was unwashed on top of that for how God knows how long. And I ain't.
Let me give y'all a little context on what. So the 3,000 years of longing is 3 stories before you get to the story that they're currently in. So in one of the stories is briefly, it's a son and he's going to be the king. He goes off, he does some wild stuff, and he has a brother. So his mama wants to protect that brother. She puts him in a room with the thick women because he likes thick women.
Like them.
And they all naked. Him, the thick women, they all just in there chilling. Was it a fur lined room? I think it was lined with meat skin.
Yes, it was
sexy.
It was very sexy. All over the walls. So they in there sweating and glistening. They've been in there for months, it seems like. Because the brother been going to war for months.
Sweating. Months.
Sweating and juicy with all the things that you do in the room with naked women. And the brother comes, like Tiffany said, come to check on him, and he sticks his arm through a little hole, because almost like a prison. It's a small little hole. And he's like, brother. And the mama's like, no, he's okay. And she takes that sweaty arm with all the juices on it, and she kisses it.
Give him a napkin.
And I feel like juice got on her face. You can see the juice.
Ew. It's not sexy. It's not sexy.
It wasn't sexy. This was not sexy. And then,
when you say, it sounds like you described a glory hole.
It was.
It's a peephole.
It's a peephole.
It's
not a.
It's like a little. You pull the door back. It's like a little.
Yeah.
Like this bead.
It's like
you
prison.
can look in there.
You can open the door like a little jail cell. It's not a glory hole. That's something else. You know about something else. We ain't talking
Those
about
are you.
We ain't talking about that. They was getting all the glory in the holes inside the wall.
On the inside of that room.
Mm-hmm.
People go running to go see this movie.
It wasn't a lot of nasty parts, but that was very, very disgusting. Gag worthy.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my dislike too. That's what I have marked in my notes as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a dislike.
That was a definite dislike for me.
Shit. Definitely.
We all just relived that and retched a little bit.
Yeah.
Thinking about the mama kissing his juices covered hand.
Good.
A mother's love.
No. Not at all.
But if we
none of the mothers here would do that. None of the mothers.
No. I'm definitely don't put your wet, sweaty, nasty, juicy fingertips through that hole and think I'm finna kiss it. Because I'm
no. I'm not even gonna grab your hand. Like,
no, matter of fact, don't even put it through the hole. I'm gonna peek at you. You go right in there. Okay.
There was no need.
Okay, well, is there anything we would change about this movie?
That wet part. Let's see.
That's it. Cigar.
That's.
Hello?
Because I got some things I would change.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Rose. You go.
Okay.
What you got? Dissertation?
Okay. Her wish, her very first wish. I just did not understand why, after hearing this man tell her about the first two stories, the first two, women who, I guess, trapped him in the bottle, or however he got stuck in the bottle behind the first two chicks. I could not figure out why her wish was for him to love her. I just didn't understand it. Why is that your wish? You could free this man. You could wish him free. All the things after you done heard, everything you done heard about this man. That's your wish. Is to bind him now to you. So I don't know. That just didn't make sense to me throughout the whole.
I don't think he wanted to be free. His job as a jinn was to grant wishes, and without granting those wishes, he would die. So he didn't want to be free. He wanted her to make some wishes, and she didn't really want anything. She didn't have any heart's desires, but she knew he had a heart's desire. So you want me to wish? Let me just use my wish for this.
I think I feel like she did want to be loved. She had been in a love. She didn't have many needs or wants, and she expressed that. But hearing him talk about being in love with these other people and them not being in love with him the same way, that triggered something inside of her. I think she did love her husband, but when whatever happened with the baby, because we assume it's a baby based on the pictures, but whatever happened to break them up, I think she was craving that attention. In a way, she wanted that too, but once she got it, she realized she didn't want it that way. If he wanted to give it to her, she wanted him to, but she didn't want to use a wish for it. In hindsight.
I want it that way. Tell me what. Oh, appreciate it. Well, 3,000 years of wet, gooey flesh and fluids and all of that good stuff. 3,000 years of longing, starring Idris Elba, Tilda Swinton. What are we going? That's a nice robe you got on there. What are we going to give 3,000 years of longing smoke screen crew?
Okay, so I would give it. I'm gonna give it 3 stars or 3 shots in my case. It was a decent movie. There was some parts that got a little. That could have been more for me, and less for me. So for that, I give it 3 shots.
I would give it 3.5. 3.75. I enjoyed this movie. I really like. I low key want to give it 4, but I feel like it was missing something, so that's why I'm going with 3.75. But I really like the story, the whole way it just turned about. Hearing the different stories, it's based on a short story, and they took it and made it a movie. I loved everything about the aesthetic of it. There's a scene where they are at a party, and the costuming in that scene was beautiful. Very bright colors, and the tables and everything was lovely. I would give it 3.75. I enjoyed this movie.
Okay.
So I also felt there was just something lacking for me with the ending of the movie. I don't want to, say too much about it to give anything away, but I just kind of felt like there were some things that could have been done different. So for that reason, I gave it a 4. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie all the way through. It was very entertaining for me. There were some, things things that had me cringing, especially the situation with Han. But other than that, this was a good watch. And Idris Elba always does it for me. So for that alone, 4 months from me.
So I enjoyed this movie as well. I thought that the love match between Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba was an odd one, but an interesting one. I love a story about a genie. I don't think we have enough stories. We're seeing enough stories of that. So I like this. The name of the short story is The Jinn in the Nightingale's Eye. So if you want to take a gander at that, that's something for you to look at. I like this. It was beautiful to me. It was slow in bits, but it was thoughtful. I would give this 4 stars. I mean, 4 blunts. 4 blunts for sure. I would watch it again.
Yeah, I would watch it again too.
Okay, and there you have it. 3,000 years of longing. Idris Elba, Tilda, did I say that right? Swinton comes out of the smoke screen with 3.5 blunts. If you have not seen this movie, go check it out. It's wet and fleshy, and it has everything in it that you may want to see. And that's gonna do it for this episode of the Smoke Screen, and we are out.
Bye.
Bye.